gotten a long-awaited shipment of KWA rifles. Praise God, it's a miracle. Not to dog on the company KWA, because it's not their fault, but production has been lagging, which has increased interest in all of their guns. Some of the stuff that we've been waiting for, the Chris Vector, which we now actually have. We have the SR7, we have the Km4 Ris, and the SR10. Very excited about that. These are the 2013 models. These do all they have all the second generation 2GX gearboxes, which my tech will give me a resounding hell yeah. No, he won't. Okay. Oh, so let's just get to the go. Alright, KWA. A lot of you know them as a high quality gun maker, which they are. There it was. They are one of the top gun makers in the world. No doubt they spend a lot of time in R&D. They spend a lot of time in assembling these guns, disassembling them. They have an amazing staff that is in the, basically it's an architectural department. I mean, they literally have these guns down to a T. Reliability, excellent. Gearbox, excellent. There's a lot of ups and downs about the self-shimming gears, blah, blah, blah. KWA, proprietary this, proprietary that. But what we say is, if you have a proprietary gun with proprietary parts, there's a reason. The reason is they're pretty proud of their parts, and the honest truth, if you can work on them, they are probably one of the best gearboxes on the planet. They function well. Compression is dead on. I mean, it's almost a zero air loss compression chamber. It's a great gun. They are a little more expensive, but you get what you pay for. A lot of GMP products that we get from overseas, they're one of the top manufacturers. And I'll put these guns right beside them all day long with a nice little addition. The bolt cover actually latches. So let's get into this guy. Very standard, very tactical M4. Crane stock on the back. This one is actually rear wired, so your battery access is right here. The nice thing about KWA is they do put a fuse in the back that's probably easier to get to than 90% of the guns that we work on, especially Scars. They're always bolted at the top. It takes 10 minutes to get a fuse changed. Positive locking, great. This is a 5 position, I believe, on the KWAs, which is pretty standard. I was just corrected. It is 6. Dual ambidextrous sling mounts, left and right side. Everything on this gun is metal. Safety selector, excellent quality, good clip to it. Vented motor cover, which is really nice. This has the standard A2 style rear sight that rivals a lot of the real steel stuff, because this is literally identical. Identical meaning that I would probably take this off of this KWA rifle and put it on a real AR any day of the week. That is good quality, which is rare to see a lot of times. The wrist system on these guys. Nice thing about these, they are fixed. They do remove, however. Standard carbine length. Delta ring, simply pull back and move the cover. Nice about sound quality in the field. You know, you'll get a lot of lateral movement on these. You actually have a set screw in the front that actually tightens that down so that you don't get that left to right play, or the annoying play that you get in some of the airsoft weapons. I don't know if you can see this, but their color scheme, their bluing technique, is actually dead on. If you look at some of the new rifles that come out, they are made out of different metals, different metal qualities. They go through different finish processes. This gun mimics that perfectly. You have a standard stamped steel front retainer ring. That's typically gray. That's typically powder coated, or it's actually coated, much like chrome plating process, but it's actually a gray color. The front triangle sight, same thing. This is a different metal. It goes through a little bit different process. We're going to try and get a picture of this because it actually looks like a real A2 style front triangle sight. It actually has a heat-treated quality finish to it. And these are just little things that are aesthetic, but they do make a big difference when you're going for realism, when you're going for a training gun that's actually going to be just like the gun that you carry. This is tops. Hop-up adjustment, standard, inside the charging handle. Charging handle on the KWA is very positive, good spring inside there. You're not going to have to worry about bending that thing out of shape. Great hop-up. These do utilize a KWA hop-up, which is a two-piece hop-up. No air seal problems whatsoever. Interesting story, we just had a CQR Mod 2 leave the store, and the gun came stock shooting 322. We put an M90 spring in it. Due to compression and whatever, it actually shot 350 FPS after a downgrade spring. So, got to give KWA props on their gearbox. We're gonna take a second. We're gonna go chrono it. We're gonna see what this one's shooting right out of the box, and get a rate of fire on it with an 11.1 LiPo as well as a 9.6, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, as you saw in the chrono, 407, right around 4.7, 4.10 feet per second. Great feel to the gun. It does come with a mid cap and a high cap as well. You saw the fire rate with an 11.1 LiPo, 22 rounds a second. Pretty incredible overall. Overall quality, basically impeccable in the airsoft world. So if you can get your hands on these, this one we'll recommend as a strong buy. Anytime that you can find one of these that's brand new or barely used, grab it. We do have these in stock, so check us out, and as always, stay classy and stay tuned, because we'll keep you up to date. See you later.
Officially lost his mind.
No, come on, let's do this, man. No, I'm not ready yet.
You suck.